Advantage Play 3-Card Fury is a new 3-card poker variant where for the first time players are given 4 cards to make the best 3 out of 4 card poker hand to beat that of a dealer who is dealt only 3 cards. To start the hand, players are required to place an ante wager and must also place an equal in size 3-card monster wager. Now the ante and play and 3-card monster wager effectively all compete against the dealer's hand, where generally speaking players must beat the dealer in order to get paid on those wagers. However, on this 3-card monster wager, even when a player beats the dealer, there is still a qualifying hand of a 3-card flush or better in order to win this wager. Additionally, if a player possesses a very strong hand of a trips, straight flush, or mini royal, and happens to either lose or tie against the dealer, this wager is going to play a 250 to 1 bad beat bonus. Now at the start of the hand, the players also have the ability to place a 4-card royal family bonus wager. Now like many other optional bonus side bets, this wager will pay when a player has a qualifying hand of a 3-card flush or better, regardless of the strength of the dealer's hand. So once all these wagers are placed, the hand will begin. Procedurally, the way this game will be dealt is the machine's going to be programmed to deal 4-card packets. The dealer will get their cards first, and the dealer will slide the top 3 cards of that packet into the player's card spaces, and they will rotate that bottom discard perpendicular, which will be burnt at the conclusion of the deal. Then players will receive their 4-card hand, which will be fanned for the cameras. Once all players receive their hands, the dealer will expel the rest of the deck from the machine, place it in the designated discard location, and then also discard their burn card as well. In this game, the dealer qualifies with a king, high, or better, which is slightly different than regular 3-card. In the event the player has placed a play wager and chooses to play the hand, and the dealer does not qualify, the dealer will simply push back the player's play wagers as if not placed, and then carry out the hand as normal. In this game, the players must always beat the dealer in order to win, so a no qualifier in this game is not an automatic win for the players. So for this hand, this player has chosen to play, and then we will simply carry on to the resolution portion. The dealer will expose their cards first and then decide if they qualify with a king high, which here the dealer qualifies with an ace high. Therefore, the player's play wager stays active. Then we will expose the player's 4 cards and determine the best 3 of 4-card hand, which is here a straight. On this 3-card monster wager, as stated before, when we beat the dealer, we're looking for a qualifying hand of a 3-card flush or better, which here the player has a 3-card straight, which you'll see is good for a 1-to-1 payoff on this bonus wager. Then, just like normal 3-card, this play and this ante wager is simply heads up versus the dealer, and here the player beats the dealer with his straight versus the dealer's ace high. Therefore, the play and the ante are paid even money. Now also, this bonus side wager, as discussed before, players will qualify for a payout on a 3-card flush or better. In this game, a straight is better than a flush, and the 3-card straight will pay 2 to 1 on this bonus wager up top. And that's the end of the hand. We will simply lock up the cards and carry on to the next hand. Let's allow this player to reset. Then we'll start a new hand. Now, just like before, the first hand dealt is the dealer's. They'll place it to the left of the dealer's card spaces, sliding the top 3 into the 3 boxes, and turning the bottom card perpendicular. The players will be given their hand, and then just like before, the rest of the deck will get expelled and discarded along with the dealer's discard. Just like before, this player is going to play the hand. We would at this point lock up any folding wagers and lock up any cards, and then carry on to the resolution portion. Here the dealers qualify with a king high, and therefore again the player's play wager remains active in this hand. Here the player possesses a pair of 8s. Now the player has beaten the dealer but has not received a qualifying hand of a 3-card flush or better to win on that 3-card monster wager. Therefore, this player will lose that bet. And again, the dealer has qualified, so the play wager stays active. The player's 8s beat the dealer's king. Therefore, the play and the ante get even money. And for this bonus wager, the player does not possess a 3-card flush or better to get paid. Therefore, he will lose this bet. And just like before, this hand is over. We'll lock up the cards and carry on to the next hand. Allow the player to reset. And we'll carry on. As always, dealer gets their hand first. Top 3 into the boxes. Bottom card gets turned perpendicular. Players get their 4 cards. Decide to play or fold. The rest of the deck and the discard get burnt. Then we carry out to resolve the hand. Here, the dealer does not qualify with a king high or better and only has a queen. Therefore, we inactivate the player's play wagers and now just simply carry on the hand as normal. Here, the player has a queen 10. Unfortunately, the dealer has beaten the player with his jack high kicker. Therefore, as discussed, had this play wager been active, the player has not beaten the dealer, therefore they will lose all 3 bets unless they qualify for the busted monster bonus, which here the player does not have a 3 of a kind or better. Therefore, those wagers will lose. And as such, the player clearly does not possess a 3-card flush or better, and therefore loses this bonus wager as well. We simply lock up the cards and carry on to the next hand. And away we go. Dealer's cards first. Players get their cards. And now they'll make their playful decision. Now carry on to the resolution portion of the hand. Here the dealer has a very strong hand of a straight, so he clearly qualifies with a king high or better. See what the player is working with here. Now here the dealer has a flush, but unfortunately in 3-card poker, a straight beats a flush. Therefore, again, these 3 back wagers unfortunately are going to lose because the player has lost to the dealer's hand and does not qualify for the busted monster bonus. Therefore, these wagers all come down. However, as stated before, this bonus side wager is irrelevant to the strength of the dealer's hand. Therefore, because the player possesses a hand of a 3-card flush, they will get paid their 1-to-1, no matter what the dealer's hand is comprised of. Lock up the cards and carry on to the next hand. As always, dealer gets their cards first. Bottom card gets turned perpendicular. Player gets their hand. Dealer will burn the deck and burn their discard. Player will make their playful decision and then carry on to the resolution portion of the hand. Here the dealer does not qualify with the king high. Therefore we push back the play wagers and carry on with the hand. Here the player has a 3-card flush and he beats the dealer. Therefore this 3-card monster bet will be a push. The player's ante-wager beats that of the dealer, so he's going to get paid even money. And then just like last hand, the 3-card flush is going to be good for even money on that bonus wager. Carry on with the hand, lock up the deck, and allow players to reset. Got a few more hands to demonstrate here. First things first, dealer's hand like always. Player's cards. Burn the deck, burn the discard, allow players to make their decision. Now carry on to the resolution. Here the dealer does not qualify with a king high or better, inactivating the play wager. We'll see what the player possesses. Player possesses a pair of 5s, beats the dealer but does not qualify with a flush or better, loses that wager. Pair of 5s beat the jack of the dealer. Anti-wager pays even money. No flush or better on top. Therefore, the player loses. Lock up the cards. Allow the players to reset and carry on. Top 3 into the spaces. 4th card turned perpendicular. Players get their cards. Burn the deck. Burn the discard. Allow players to make their decisions. Start by exposing the dealer's cards as always. Here the dealer does not qualify again, so we inactivate the play wager and expose the player's cards. Here the player has a nice trip queens, and he beats the dealer. Had he lost to the dealer, he would have qualified for the bad beat bonus, which we will see next hand. But the 3 of a kind is good for 5-1 here. The 3 of a kind obviously beats the dealer's 10 high, so the ante gets even money. Then 3 of a kind would be good for 9-1 on that top bonus wager. Like so. Locking up the cards, carrying on for one more hand. And for the final hand, like I said, we'll demonstrate how the busted monster bonus looks. Once all hands are dealt, lock up the deck, lock up the burn card, allow players to make their decision, and carry out to the final hand. Here the dealer obviously has the best hand in the game of a mini royal. Let's see what the player has. So here, the player also has a very nice hand of the straight flush. So normally he would be very upset because he loses to the dealer here. However, if we look down to the busted monster bonus again, the player has a very strong hand of a trips straight flush or mini royal. Here has the straight flush, and managed to lose to the dealer. Therefore, this 3-card monster wager is going to be good for 250-1 for that busted monster bonus, which here would be good for $1,250. Now the ante in play as always are heads up versus the dealer. The dealer unfortunately beats the player, so he's going to lose these $10. But the player still has his 3-card straight flush, which while you can't see it, will still be good for 15-1 on this bonus wager.